99.7 DJX, the Ben Davis and Kelly K Show podcast. Turn it up. On demand.
You can always shoot us a message at Ben and Kelly Show. We'll call you and see if we can work it out for you as a group with group therapy. Hey, how are you?
Hey, how are you?
Pretty good. So thanks for allowing us to contact you. Will you walk us through what you messaged us?
Yeah, so, I have a good friend.
Okay.
We've been good friends for several years. And him and his wife have 2 kids. And until recently, I thought they were happily married. But a few months ago, I noticed that whenever just me and him would hang out,
Yeah.
he would spend a lot of time texting with somebody.
Okay.
And it definitely wasn't his wife. Yeah, he said it was an old friend, which is kind of strange.
Right.
But then he recently called me, and he told me he needed an alibi for something.
Oh.
Yeah, he has a trip coming up that he had to take. He said he had to take it.
Oh, okay.
I mean, the thing is, he wanted me to pretend that him and I were going on an overnight golf trip.
Okay, so he's wanting you to be his alibi, like, hey, I'm with you, in case anyone asks.
Exactly.
Okay.
And yeah. I mean, I feel iffy about that. So I mean, I can't lie to his wife.
Right.
That's what I told him. But I mean, he already said that I was going.
Oh, he already told her that you two were going.
Exactly. Yeah. So he dragged me into it.
Oh.
And I didn't really have a choice. So I mean, I had to tell my wife. I told my wife about the true situation, just in case she ran to his wife.
Okay.
I mean, it's only later I found out that his old friend is actually his ex-girlfriend that he reconnected with on Facebook.
Oh.
Yeah. I mean, I kind of saw it coming,
right?
But he came clean later on. So I mean, I was honest with him. I mean, like my wife and I are really, really good friends with both of them, and I said you need to end the affair or tell your wife. But like he isn't doing either or. So what should we do in this situation?
Okay, so he, without asking you, brought you into an affair situation. Am I reading that right?
Exactly. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. And I mean that's a bit disrespectful too, if you really look at it. Because I mean I've been good friends with him for years.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean I guess I'm kind of obligated to do it. But the fact that he didn't talk to me about it first kind of makes me feel like he's not exactly loyal.
Yeah.
Like especially, I mean, he's of course not loyal. He's not loyal to his wife. But what about me? Yeah, I'm not sure what to do in this situation.
Would you have done it or provided the alibi for him had he come to you and asked first?
That's a good question. You know what? I probably would have.
Okay.
After thinking it through a little bit.
Okay.
Just because I would feel differently because like I would know what's going on. Obviously, I would need reasons. I definitely would question him a lot. But eventually, yeah, I think I would give him an alibi. But I think we'd be on better terms because like I would just tell him what to do, and I feel like he would listen to me more.
Okay.
Yeah. Like I mean, in terms of this friendship, I think it'll be more reciprocal if he actually told me what was going on beforehand.
Man,
if he actually asked me.
You are in thick. I'm going to stop talking, and we've got a lot of people chiming in right now. Text 502-571-9970. Kelly's been biting her tongue. If you want to hang out, maybe we can help guide you through this situation you now find yourself in.
Yeah, that'd be great.
All right, thank you.
My eyeballs are coming out of my face right
now. So did I catch? He's mad that his friend put him into this situation without asking him first, even though he would have done it had he asked.
Yeah, no, see, that's a problem because when he said that he told him end the affair, okay, tell the truth.
Yes.
But then he didn't. He needs to now go, but let's circle back. Let's come back to that and say, hey, remember the one time I told you to stop the affair and tell the truth? You need to do that or I will tell.
Yeah.
He needs to threaten. There needs to be an ultimatum. Like, this needs to happen because I think he's just now enabling this behavior.
Right.
And
right.
that's not going to be healthy for anybody involved.
No.
And I'm sure his wife is like, you did what? Like, she's probably, in his ear as well going, you better fix this.
Oh, my gosh. Yeah, and it's not fair to his wife either. Just, because all of a sudden she's been thrown into this. Okay, hang on.
Exactly.
Right, we gotta,
and women are going to be, that's a big sense of betrayal.
We got a lot of texts to get to. We'll get to those. 502-571-9970. Group therapy. So his best friend threw him kind of in the middle of the affair he's having on his wife by telling his wife that the trip he's going on is an overnight golf trip and not to his affair. And now our listeners all like, I've been thrown in the middle of this. I had to tell my wife about it because in case, his wife talks to my wife, what do I do?
And I bet she's real happy about that.
Mm-hmm. Lisa's like, hey, am I the only one who thinks these two have no clue what friendship actually is? You don't
agreed.
Ask a friend to cover your affair, and as the friend, you don't cover the affair. I'm so mad.
Yes, I'm mad too. Morgan was like, he's making it more personal about him and his friend's relationship, not about the wife. The biggest issue here is the affair.
Like, I can't get over this. When I asked him, if he would have asked you about the covering for him as an alibi before just throwing you in the middle of it, would you have? And he says,
I probably would have.
Okay.
After thinking it through a little bit.
Yeah, I probably would have.
What a great friend. I got you, bro.
Okay, so here's the thing. I have levels of friends, There
you have tiers of friendship?
Sure. Mm-hmm. There are very few that are like at the very top of that friends list who, I have maybe one or two who are up there. Now,
so Mike, I bought a chandelier from a hotel in Vegas.
I mean, I would say I'd say he's like a top tier friend of mine.
Okay, so he calls you and he's like, "Hey, you got to cover for me." What are you doing?
Like that would be an awful situation. That would be an awful situation,
because you guys have been friends forever,
right? Exactly, and I'm assuming that he is in this same sort of friend situation, because if it's anyone other than that top tier friend, if it's a mid-level friend, there's no way I'm even considering it. And just even saying that sentence out loud gives me anxiety, because I would, if I was given that ask, I would have to consider it, but I wouldn't. I don't know what I would do. I don't know what I would do.
You would talk him out of it. You would be like, listen, no. This needs to stop. You're better than that.
Well, I'll tell you what I'd do.
I'm holding you to a higher standard.
I'll tell you what I'd do. I'd come on the show here. I would talk about it. That's what I would do.
Listen, you let me call him. I'll call him.
No, I'll
do it.
I'd be like, listen, my friend Mike, right? All right, so here's the deal.
You better call him today.
Denise,
and just say sorry. I put you on.
Yeah, I totally threw you under the bus. Listen, he's not doing anything. He's not doing anything. Right.
Let's clear his name. Back to this guy.
Denise texted us and said, "I was in this situation. I told the wife what was going on." Okay.
Oh, how did that turn out?
Right.
We need to know the aftermath.
Yeah, Tori
because the aftermath, I think, is what everyone's afraid of.
Tori texts in and says, now all of Ben's friends that are listening are wondering what they're at on that tier.
That's
LOL.
A true statement.
Christy texts in
and
says,
on the tier of your friendship.
Yeah, Christy texts in and says, I'm disappointed in you, Ben. Yeah, but I'm trying to be honest. I'm not saying that I would be the alibi for my best friend. I'm saying that it would cause me anxiety, and I would have to think about it And then I'd come on the show.
Think about how to tell him to stop what he's doing?
Yeah, and then I would come on the show and just doesn't take a lot of thought. That's I know. And really it's not good friends to put the other friend in that situation.
You're right. Not good friend.
I speak well. Not good friend. You are not good friend.
It's not.
Okay.
It's not a good thing to do to your friendship either way. So he needs to go back and just say, listen, end it or I will tell.
Okay.
End of story.
Gotcha.
Be strong.
You got it.
Okay.
You tell or I tell.
Or he has his wife call him and be like, listen.
Oh, my God.
This is stopping right now or I am calling her right now. Like she'd make it happen. She's going to make this disappear quick.
So we got a text from a listener who said, this happened to me, and I actually told the wife, and the wife no longer speaks to me, and the couple is still together. So,
wow.
That's
the couple stayed together?
Yeah, that's a case.
And the friend gets dispelled?
Yeah, that's the case where, obviously sticking your nose in the middle of someone's affair is literally didn't necessarily work out. So anyways, there's a lot more to unpack with this. If you want, you can comment on Facebook at Ben and Kelly Show or Twitter at Ben and Kelly Show, or you can always text it into us, 502-571-9970. But coming up next, it is an opportunity at that $10,000 bribe. All right? So we're going to give you another opportunity at that on the way on 99.7 DJX.